If your parent happens to be alive, then that means you're one of the luckiest person that is living. That is to say, your parents, then they are alive. You can still call them, Papa, Mama, how is everything? You are very, very lucky. You're one of the most luckiest person on earth. And it is very disheartening that a lot of people, they don't know the position of their parents in their life. They don't know. Or maybe they were not taught. Maybe they don't have that school of thoughts that who are their parents to them. That's why in this our own generation, you see children, maybe say them go, they disrespect their parents. They don't even know the position of their parents in their life. Let's look at it from the angle of religious aspects. If you check all the book of faith, I mean, all the book where they read, whether you be Muslim or you be Christian, they lay emphasis on the position of our parents. And also, if you look at most of our cultures, they don't disrespect parents whatsoever. They give parents their respect, their due respect. But when we are talking about the relationship between you and your parents and you knowing their position, sometimes it is linked to your spiritual aspect of life. Sometimes it depends on how successful you are going to be. Take for instance, pikin will be say when they grow up, in parents, is not guided very well. The parents will bring them up. They don't bring them up very well. So it will have a very significant effect on how the child's success is going to be shaped. So parent is very important, but it is so unfortunate that a lot of people don't know the position where we say their parents did for their life. That's why today, my video today is going to focus on what is the position of your parents in your life. You need to know it, because if you don't know it, it will make your relationship with them be poor. And sometimes, like I said, it is connected to your spiritual realm as well. How you treat your parents, it might hinder you to become successful in life. So, who are our parents? First of all, let's look at it. It is obvious that if they ask any of us the question, who is your parent? You might say, they are my father and my mother. That is your dad and mom. So, it is understandable like that. That is the basic thing that you can say about your parents. Most people will be able to say this. Say, now them born me, now my papa be that, my mama be that. Yeah, it is understandable. But who are your parents in question? Let me break it down to you. Your parents are next to God. They are not God. They don't create the heaven and earth. They don't create every one of us. But they are next in your own life. In your own personal life, they are next to God. Because God decided to create you. So He decided to create you through them. And while God is trying to create you to come to this world, those two parents might decide whether you are going to live or you are going to die. Even though God might punish them later, that I decide to create a human being and you terminate them. They might. Did you hear what I just said? They might. They might means they might be punished or not. So they can choose to either let you live, or they are going to make sure that you are not going to live. So it is up to them. So that's why they are next to God. Most children don't know. Most children doesn't know this. They think they're my parents now. I should be not them born me now. That is who they are. They might decide. You see, in this our own generation, some of us married couples sometimes will be like, I don't born 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be like say this. I don't have the financial capacity to take care of these children, so I'm not going to give out to any children anymore. It happens. So which means the couples are preventing to have more children because of financial responsibility, which means they are blocking some children to come from Baba God. So that is why you need to understand that parents are next to God. And the second thing you need to understand is they own you. Some people might think, I'm not a property now. How do you mean that they own me? They own you in terms of you respecting them, in terms of you being diligent to them. That is what it means. God owns all of us. We are God's property. But in terms of being respectable, being dutiful, your parents own you. Before you can be dutiful to any other person, if your parents want your dutifulness, before any other person dutifulness, you are going to obey your parent dutifulness first. There's no two ways around it. So that is the meaning of they own you. You are going to obey your parents first before any other obedience. Obviously, after you've obeyed God, what God wants always comes first. What God wants always comes first. But after you have obeyed God, then the next person that can ask for your obedience that you must not deter, you must not negate, is that obedience to your parent. It is very important. They know this one will be bread. They know the price. One price. So that's how it is. So parents in our life are very important. And the third thing is you must serve them. If your parents call you to do something for them, you need to serve them willingly. Don't be saying they go call you, be squeezing face. Serve your parents. Serve them as long as you would be able to serve them. As long as your what do we call it? Your health, your resources that God has given to you, as long as it is enough, serve them. You must serve your parents. You might be at the top of your own game, like maybe you are a CEO of a company or all that, but the resources that is being given to you, you need to use it to serve them. Your parents want a maid at the house. You must employ a maid for them. They want somebody to take care of their location, drivers and all that. You must be able to take care of all those things. And another point is you need to protect your parents. You need to protect your parents from insult from anybody. That is why you don't tarnish your own name outside. Respect the names of your parents. These are the positions that your parents had from you as an individual. Protect them, protect their name, protect their dignity, protect their interests sometimes. That's why sometimes in marriages, this is a very skeptical one. I won't want to go into it because I know a lot of people will judge me for this. But always protect your parents in all ramification. And one thing I will have to say to include in one of my points is you need to take care of them when their old age comes. It's vice versa. When you are very young, you are at your tender age. When they born you, they gave birth to you. Your parents, they devoted their time, their energy, their effort to make sure that you don't die. They pack your shit, all the bullshit that you did when you were kids. They take everything all in. So it is required of you to take everything that might happen at their own old age too. You need to be able to take it in. Anything can happen, so just prepare your mind that anything can happen, and you're going to stand and take care of your children. It is so unfortunate that some parents they born plenty children, but all the children will be say them born, they are not responsible. And most times the thing where they think most times be say because I'm not financially okay, that's why I cannot be being dutiful to your parents. Being dutiful to your parents and being financially okay, they are two different things. Whether you are financially okay or not, you need to struggle to take care of your parents. You need to be there for them. If they are sick, take care of them. If they are if they need somebody to talk to, you need to be there. So these are the things that you need to look at for you to take care of your parents. And one of the last point I would like to make is you need to provide for them. Provision for your parents. Provision for your parents is very important. Don't let your parents be beggars on the streets. Your parents should not be beggars on the streets. And in some cases, when parents, when they get to their old age, sometimes what they even need is minimal. They cannot eat the way they eat before. They don't go to parties like before. They don't all they need sometimes is minimal. So why can't you provide for them food, shelter, security, and all these things? So I pray for every children that they have parents, that God is going to provide for them in order for them to be able to take care of their parents. But these are the positions that your parents take in your life, which is first, they are next to God in your life. The second thing is they own you. The third thing is you must serve them. And the fourth thing is you must protect them at all costs. The fifth thing is you need to take care of them when their old age comes, and also you need to provide for them. So now let's quickly get into the reason why you need to do all this. Because they are linked to your spiritual journey to become spiritually conscious about how life is. So a lot of people have neglected this. They don't look at it, and they think, sometimes it might be the reason why, the success, the achievement you've been pursuing for so long. It might be the reason why those things are not being. If it be said that is the reason why you never get all these things, sure you get. So that's why you need to take care of your parents. It's one of the things that you must do. You must do, whether you are a religious person or not. These are the things that you must do. And also it balances our social life. If you look at our environment, I travel sometimes. When I travel to my parents' place at Ibadan, sometimes I will see, parents, mothers of 80, 70 sometimes at the roadside begging for money. Sometimes I'll be asking myself, all these women, don't they have parents? Don't they have children? Like I always ask myself, and sometimes when you even ask questions, you will see that people will tell you that I know their children, maybe sometimes you say their children, they are in Lagos, they have so children at this, at that, and that is so disheartening. Like these people actually have children and they don't take care of their parents. Sometimes don't look at it. Sometimes the 500 naira, 1000 naira that you give to your parents, it goes a long way. Sometimes they will pray for you, and the prayer that your parents actually prayed for you always work. It protects you, it guides you, it goes a long way. That's why we must not joke with the fact that we need to take care of our parents. It is very, very important. So these are the position your parents have in your life. Know this position in your life. Know that this is their position, and work towards it in order for your own life to be balanced as well. So that's it for today in this video. Catch you in the next one, where we're going to discuss another amazing topic that will make our society better. This is the rant that Meda Elejo is always doing, a journey Kamarojo. So I'm signing out. Catch you in the very next video. Bye bye, and have a wonderful day ahead of you. Peace.